What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys today on the Asus G15 Advantage, and today we are going to do The Witcher 3 on ultra wide, which should look really good so long as this game supports ultra wide. I guess if it doesn't, this will be a really short video of me just telling you it doesn't work. But even if it didn't when it first came out, I'm sure it's had so many updates. I'm sure ultra wide works by now. But anyway, why don't we go ahead and hop on into the game, look at the settings, and get some of that good gameplay, both screen and camera.
Now to start off ultra wide here, we'll just go through the settings for low, as we're going to start with low, just like we did for the rest of the resolution so far. Low here as well, so we'll just scroll through these real fast here. And of course, then it's game time. And wouldn't you know it? Look at that, it's game time. Let's get a little low gameplay in here on ultra wide. Still getting, well, this is just low, but we're getting a shit ton of FPS still, even on ultra wide, so that's always good to see. I'm very excited to try out 4K on this thing. I doubt it'll be able to do it, but it's always fun. Trying to see what games will and won't, you know? Not that they ever claim this to be a 4K machine or anything, but it still can play some games at 4K. Mostly older titles, obviously, but yeah, we still get a little stutter here and there. But it does. I have noticed it calming down the higher the settings, but it still seems to do it no matter what. It might just be a game thing, but we'll have to go through all the different computers to test that out. And I think it did that on the Steam Deck too. I can't remember, because I tested this game already on the Steam Deck quite a long time ago. And I'm just now getting around to it on the PCs now because they're coming out with that ray tracing update soon, and I want to test that on everything, including this Asus G15 Advantage. Even though it's not that great at ray tracing, I still want to do it anyway. I'm sure some people want to know. In fact, I think somebody wanted me to do that and asked me to do it when it did that update, but I figured, well, let's also do it before, just so we can have something to look back at and see how it did beforehand. Because I'm curious if all they're going to do is add ray tracing and leave everything else exactly the same, or if they're going to like enhance all the rest of the textures and whatnot too, you know? It'll be fun to see. Thing looks like it's about to fucking topple over, shit. Anyway, I guess I've already been here. I already opened that shit. Can I go in there? No, it won't let me. Lame. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on. Well, now it's time for us to do medium. So let's look through all the medium settings of post-processing and the graphics tab as well. Here we go, medium. And now we scroll to the bottom before getting into the game. Hey, and look at that. Game time. Now for a little medium gameplay. Let's go this way this time, just to change things up and not just go the same exact fucking way every time. Go this little bridge and just kind of chill and run around and just try to get ourselves a little footage in. And we're still getting a bunch of FPS, so still getting plenty. Looks like a bunch of fishing nets. He's having fun humming his little song, isn't he? Freak. Damn straight, you know it. Alright, though. Let's go ahead and move on. Now, it's time for high. So, we gotta go through the settings, of course. So, we'll go through post-processing. Now for graphics. We're on high, just like I said. Ultra wide. Let's go through all these settings all the way to the bottom. And then there with that, we can get into the game. Here we go. Let's get some high gameplay in now, shall we? Still getting decent FPS considering we're still recording. And on top of that, we have all those like NVIDIA hair effects on too. And I'm sure those take up at least like 5 to 10 FPS. Who knows, maybe even more since we're not technically an NVIDIA card here. But this game's so old, I figured, fuck it, let's just keep them on. I think I turned them all off on the Steam Deck. Just kind of figured it would be a slideshow if I didn't, seeing as though that thing's a powerhouse for what it is, but it's not a powerhouse in general. Still faster than a lot of like cheap-ass laptops, though, that are around the same price of $349. I say that because all of them are the same internally besides storage. I mean, and then if you get the most expensive version like me, you get a nice carrying case. I think you still get a carrying case, it just doesn't look as nice with the cheaper versions. And then you get the anti-reflective glare screen, which definitely works. But if I would have known how easy it was to open that thing up, I probably would have just gotten the cheap 64 gig version and then gone and gotten the biggest SSD I could and then just installed that. But that's just me, of course. And that still would have been a little cheaper than $650 plus tax and shipping and all that. But still, I'm happy I did what I did. I'm glad I got at least the 512, and then I got a terabyte, what do you call it? Thumb drive. Or not even thumb drive, just SD card. Thumb drive is much different. Thumb drive is the actual USB drive. Huge difference between that and an SD card. So I had to correct myself there. Ooh, it looks like we got some wolves we can fight real quick. Come here, warg. I challenge thee to battle. Aha, I've won. I've destroyed your leader, and I will protect this deer. Take that. Ow. Well, you didn't bite me, little bitch. Now you're dead. Last up, we have ultra quality, but I also turned that up to HBAO plus. And there we go, we're on ultra graphics preset now. And there we go. Now let's go get into the game. Now let's do ourselves a little ultra. And run around. Let's see, we're getting kind of down in the lower 60s now. Even if we weren't recording, we might drop under 60 in certain parts of the game at this point, but obviously I am recording, so it's a possibility that we might not when I'm not recording. And also, if we wanted extra FPS, all we would have to do is turn off some silly stuff like tone down the NVIDIA Hairworks and all that nonsense. That would probably free up 8 to 10, maybe even 15 FPS right there, if you turn all of them off. And then turn on anti-aliasing, or actually I don't think you can turn it down, I think you can just turn it off. So turn off anti-aliasing, you don't really need anti-aliasing on a higher resolution like this as much. And then boom, we'll probably be getting like 79 to 80 FPS average instead of in the lower 60s to low 70s while recording. Obviously I don't know what it is until we get to my camera gameplay, because at least as far as I can tell here, we can still barely get away with ultra quality. So that's probably what I'll run for camera as my settings. And if we start dropping below 60, of course, I'll just turn it down halfway through. Alright, though. Let's go move on to camera just now.
Well now, let's get ourselves a little camera recorded gameplay now. Alright. Apparently it can't handle ultra on ultra wide here. We're already dropping under 60, so that means it's not going to handle 4K. So If you want to stay above 60, I would recommend just dropping it down to high. It was doing just fine with that. But still, we'll just keep on trucking on. Game still looks really good for its age, though, I must admit. I'm very excited to see how it does with the new update, although the laptop's going to fall flat on its face since there's ray tracing involved, but we'll still be able to compare the game and see if there's anything else besides that. If all they did was add ray tracing on top of everything, then it probably won't be much different. Hey, a thing. Ghouls. Fucking ghoul, come here, you little bitch. No more ghoul. Are you stuck on the fence? Oh, thank you, fence. What's over here? It's like an abandoned fishing hut. Ah, well, I guess he did not abandon it. He was killed. Alright, just for fun, just to show you guys what high runs like as well, let's just go plop that down to high, hit apply, and back we go. And I don't know about you guys, but I really don't see a huge difference, but I do see a nice jump in frame rate. So I would probably just do high if I was going to do ultra wide and play on this laptop. Still looks fucking great, and still plays really good. We won't be dropping under 60 no more. A platter, eh? Nothing else in this decrepit place. I think I've been here before. This looks like that well. Now, I could probably go down there, but I don't want to jump down there. Because that won't get good frame rates for you guys. That'll give us fake frame rate. Well, not fake frame rates, but not a great representation of frame rates. Out in the real world here, that's the best place to be testing for that. And alright, I think that's good enough for the camera gameplay. Now let's go wrap this video up. Well, alright guys, as a wrap for The Witcher 3, on ultra wide anyway. Handled it pretty good, but it can't quite do ultra in all places and get over 60. It was dropping down into the like 57s and 58s and stuff. I'm sure that wouldn't bother some people, but I can't very well claim it stays above 60 if it doesn't. So I would recommend just playing it if you want to play this game on an ultra wide monitor. Just do it on the high preset, or sit there and figure out what setting was dropping the frames that much and just don't fuck with that and put everything else up to ultra, you know? That's why it's nice to have options. Sure, it takes a little time to figure it out, but once you do, you are in for a great gaming experience. Anyway though, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and until the next one, peace out guys.